Hey guys, I hope I'm live in the group because I fixed it yesterday, but I'm actually on the road right now. I thought my sister had a dentist appointment today and it ended up being tomorrow. And that's not the first time that I've done that, which is pretty funny because I've had a crazy morning already and I'm like, okay, I've been up for almost 3 hours and I haven't really done any of my personal development yet. And remember, like I said yesterday, when you don't do your stuff to take care of you, it's like a chaotic day, right? So right now is my moment to take a time and breathe, after I dropped her off. And I just want to talk to you about today's day 3. So welcome to day 3 of the happiness challenge. And so I want to talk today real quick about cycles and reaction that steal your happiness. So there's a lot of things that can be thrown your way, and it's all about how you react to them that defines who you are. If it's gonna piss you off, and then when it pisses you off, what are your emotions that you get? You get like super pissed and you just start vibrating all like crazy, and you have this like internal fire that you just want to just like for real, people. Or you can hold yourself at a higher level when somebody says something stupid to you and you just look at them like, do you even really know what you're talking about? Because most people that don't know what they're talking about have that small mindset and are at that level where they don't want you to level up. They don't want you to be happy. They want you to be stuck in misery with them. And hey mama, hey Ro. So they just want you to be stuck down at that level with them, and that's not cool. Why? You have to think, why does this person want me to be down there with them? Why don't they want me to be successful? Why don't they want me to be happy? Could it be that they're jealous? They don't know how to say, hey, I want to be a part of that. They just want to judge you, right? So that is definitely one of the hardest parts of letting people steal your happiness, is the reaction that you give to them, because most people want to get the anger out of you, right? They want to change you from living at that highest integrity and self-value to down to their level. Okay, now it's all about having a proper mindset in order to be able to turn that around. And trust me, it's taken me years, I want to say 6 years now, I think, since I've been doing this whole personal development. But like I said, the last year doing the online business, I've been able to just put it all together, because I've had all this time to structure what I like, what about me, and so when I'm able to take care of me, I'm able to take care of my family, and that was the biggest part, because I went from doing a 9 to 5, 44 hours, taking care of my stepmom that was dying at home, and just struggling to do an online thing because I knew that I was going to have to fall back on something. And that was so hard to do all that. And now that I don't have to do that anymore, sometimes I'm like, shit, well, what is it that I like to do? And I go and I support my family and the things that they want to do. And unfortunately, the things that I like to do, you got to work. You got to work for it. And my family is just like, oh, she wants us to do something that has to do with work. And, sometimes they're good for it, sometimes they're not. It just depends. But it's all about you setting the example and living at your highest value. So I'll give you an example. When I first started my online business, I struggled because I made good money. Good fucking money. Like, I was the breadwinner. And when I had to leave my 9 to 5, I got my 401k, and it took me like 10 years to build up 50 grand. Okay. I got my 401k and I was like, okay, I'm gonna live off this for a little while. We're gonna have fun, because we went through a hard freaking time and I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to show my sister, whatever, I'm here to buy you all your shit. I didn't care. I just wanted to blow my money and have fun, because all my life I hoarded my money. My grandma told me, no, save it for emergencies. But what's the point of making money if you can't spend it, right? And then it causes you to be stressed out, because when you don't have it, you're like, oh shit, I gotta pay bills and things like that. And then all that overwhelm comes, right? And it starts piling on. And you're just like, shit, well, I don't know what to do anymore, right? So I struggled a lot with that with myself. And by struggling by myself, thinking like, shit, I don't make enough money, now I have to rely on my husband, which was one thing that was really hard for me, because since being 17, I didn't have to rely on nobody. And here I am coming in my like 30s, taking care of everybody else, and I'm like, shit, somebody has to take care of me now. Like, that was weird, super weird. And it caused me to go through so many emotions, like, why does he want to take care of me? Why does he want to help me? Why does he want to marry me? You know, because I was super damaged. And just being open to that and receiving it, which is another key point. Receiving is very hard when you don't know how to receive. And it's like, you don't know how to receive, honestly. Like, I didn't know how. I just knew how to get a check and get what I wanted, but I didn't know how to receive love properly and things like that. So my emotions were all fucked up, because remember, like I said, 0 to 7, you learn everything from your parents and you do what they do and follow in their footsteps, right? So that is the hardest part. So people stealing your happiness and doing that, that's what they want to get out of you, is your reaction. So I'm definitely encouraging you to take a moment when somebody does that to you. When somebody does that to you and you get pissed off, they don't see your value. They're not respecting your value. They don't care about your opinion. They only want to put theirs on you. And that's not how it works anymore. You know, if you can't communicate properly with people, they're not going to want to hang out with you. That's just the honest truth. And ask me, because I have maybe like a handful of friends that I want to hang around with, because of all the other people that just fucked shit up, you know? So today, what I want you guys to do, water. I want to talk about water real quick. I want you to go out and I want you to water your plants, or I want you to water your grass. Okay? Don't have any electronics around, no phones, nothing like that. Okay? I want you to sit there, like I said. So day 1 of happiness was giving yourself permission. Day 2 was the triggers. And today, day 3, like how to react with the triggers, right? So what works for me is meditating. And one of my ways to meditate is watering my grass, because they say how you take care of your yard and your plants is how you take care of the earth. So, and to me, that is one of my values. Like, I love the earth. I want to see what we can do to fix it, and that can be in any freaking way that I want. So yeah, day 3, go outside, go water, be at peace, no electronics, no TV. Okay. Oh, you're probably getting blocked out by the sun, huh? Let's see, no electronics, no TV. And you know, I hope you did day challenge number 1 and had your like favorite ice cream or candy bar, things like that. Okay, so I want you to take care of you first. So whatever that may be, even if you don't like to water, okay, go journal. You still have to journal for 5 minutes, yeah? And at the end of your journaling, you're gonna write, I am wealth, I am abundance, and I am joy. Because those 3 little sentences and 3 little words are gonna change your mindset little by little. And as long as you practice and do it every day, you're gonna get stronger and stronger at changing your negative mindset. So another thing, if negative cycles keep coming up and you're like, fuck, why can't I get past this one thing? What is going on? You're not learning the lesson. Okay, so that means you need to sit back and reflect. And only, you know, being by yourself in your moments, you can reflect, not without anybody else's fucking judgment. Like, I don't need your opinion. I already know some shit's going on in my head. I just need to figure it out. Okay, so that's my tip for today for happiness. So now that I got you guys taken care of, it's time to go do my thing and water and journal and get my message out to everybody else that needs to hear it. And like I said, thanks again for being so patient with my Facebook lives not wanting to work. You know, I conquered that shit yesterday. It took me 2.5 hours, but I did it. I was like, I'm determined. I'm asking myself every single step, is this the right thing to do? Is that the right thing to do? And actually read it and be in the moment. Okay, that's the whole thing. I'm activating you guys to live in the moment, because when you're asked to reflect on something back in the past, think about it. You're living in the past at the present moment, reflecting on that moment that you felt that way, why you felt that way, and that's the same exact thing that you're doing in order to be happy, to give yourself permission to be happy. Okay, so all right guys, I love you. Hey Kendall, Sarah, Jose, for watching. Thanks. Yeah, 9 o'clock, I'm gonna go do my thing. I got a couple calls I gotta make, follow up with some people. So all right, talk to you guys later. Bye.